Okay, guys, I'm going to give everybody some time to get in here because there is another live going on. I may just start recording these straight and posting them rather than doing lives. But the first one especially, I wanted to do a live so I could answer any questions that anybody might have as we're starting off the series. I'm recording. I'm recording.
I'm not. Why are you recording?
So today we're going to be talking about the 3 days prior to creating your servitor and all the things that you need to do to prepare. Hi Johnny, how are you doing, honey? I loved your video today, Sonia. I can't wait for the rest. You always do such a good job in research. Hi, Emma. Did you get your son taken care of, honey? Oh, you're welcome. Oh, I'm sorry your shot made you feel bad, sweetie. And I'm doing pretty good today. Oh, wonderful. All right, Emma. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start, and anybody that misses the first part can watch it back and drop questions in the comments. If anybody has a question, I'm going to read this in parts because I planned a whole lesson out. And if you will just wait between the parts that I'm reading, I'll stop and ask if anybody has any questions. So the first 3 days are prep. All of them are prep before you start actually feeding energy into the servitor. Okay? So these are the things you need to do for 3 days for your protection. Okay? Talk to your spirit guides, universe, short meditation, give thanks, and ask for protection. Put up your shield of protection every day for 3 days. Take herbal cleansing baths every day for 3 days. If you do not know how to make a herbal cleansing bath, let me know and I will put together the recipe that I used and just read it off to you so you'll have it. Keep all of your metaphysical stuff clean, okay? Wherever you're going to do this, that area needs to be spotless. It needs to be clean, no dust, nothing, and saged. Stay away from negative energy. For those 3 days before, you need to avoid all negative energy. If there's someone that's negative in your life and you know it, stay away from that person. Hey, Darlene. Let me know when you get your package, hon. Okay, you need to eat healthy and take care of your body. You need to be in peak shape to do this because it is very, very draining. I'm not gonna lie. Um, so make sure you're eating healthy, you're taking care of yourself. Um, be careful if you're doing ing spells during this time, which I would not suggest you do, but if you do any spells during this time, be careful of the energy that you're putting into these spells. And make sure it is all positive energy trying to do this. So stay away from anyone that's going to draw on your energy. Don't curse. Be careful of what you say. Your words are important and they are powerful. And you don't need that negativity in your life at this point, at this time. No hate, no violence, no negative people. Be careful which spirits you're working with during this time. You need to be working with only very positive spirits. Sweep. That is so important. Your entire area needs to be swept of energy. If you guys don't know how to do that, let me know and I will put it in the comments. So if you need the bath recipe, I'll put that in the comments. If you need if you need to know how to do the energetic sweep, let me know, and I will put that in the comments. Sage the entire room that you're going to be using. Make sure to get the corners low and high. Now, during those 3 days, and let me read you this verse before I go any further. This spell is time consuming. It can be very tiring. You have to decide if it's worth it to you to put your energy into this spell. Is a lot of energy. You'll need a lot of ingredients and you need to gather them during the 3 days that you're going to be cleansing, okay? Okay. Now, during that 3 days, you are going to be deciding what he's going to consume for energy, okay? It can be wine, it can be herbs, it can be blood. You have to make that decision. You'll be putting a okay? You need to figure out what his name is going to be and make a sigil. Only you know his name, only you know, and a power word that only you will know. And this is during the prep time that you're doing all the cleaning. You will also need to make a poppet. Okay, a poppet can be a doll baby. It can be clay. And this is where his spirit or his energy is going to dwell, okay? My servitor is made out of sage. It is a sage doll, okay? This is my servitor. You also need to be thinking about what you want to put in the compact, because you will be making a contract, okay? This is something, this is not just a thought form. This is something you can actually pass down generation to generation. So, like I said, you can make it out of clay, you can make it out of Play-Doh, you can, and you can put herbs into it as you make it, whatever herbs or properties you want your servitor to have. All the stuff needs to be done. Hey, sweetheart, all, Brooke, all the stuff needs to be done in a circle, a formal circle, guys. A formal circle in the room that you have cleansed to do this, okay? And when you are doing this, when you're putting your energy into the herbs, you're adding it to whatever you're going to use as a poppet. You need to be in sacred space. I do not often do formal circles, okay? I do not often call the corners. For this spell, every day I did a circle and I called the corners. Okay. Does anyone have any questions so far? Does anybody have any questions about the puppets? I don't know technically where it's from. All I can tell you is that the Orient made things similar to a servitor. They made little clay statues and they used them as protectors and they fed energy into them. That's the only thing I can compare it with. Other than that, I do not know what the origins of the servitors are. You can make a poppet from anything. Yes, it's mainly your intention. If you have a Barbie doll, you can pop the Barbie doll's head off, fill it with the herbs that you need, and have a poppet. Okay, I don't understand what your question is, Darlene. You're saying, does it work for stagnant energy? And I do not understand that because energy is constantly in motion. What are you thinking about making a puppet from, Emma? It can be made from grass, corn husks. The more natural, the better. But like I said, you can pop a Barbie doll's head off, fill her with herbs, put her head back on, and there's your puppet. That'd be awesome, Sonia. And if you could let me, I would really be interested in knowing also.
You could look up the cultural origin of the word servitor.
Yes, it is absolutely created for a purpose and a job to do. My servitor was created to be a protector. And so the herbs that I use are all herbs of protection um, and love. Protection and love is what I used for my servitor. Okay. But it absolutely is created for a job to do. Now, some servitors are created as thought forms, of course, with a job to do. And once they do that job, they dissipate. But okay, sweetgrass is good to bring in positive energy. You can burn, you can make a incense blend and burn some sweetgrass, copal, roses, calendula to bring in a sweeter energy. You would sage first, okay? Sage to get rid of the negative energy. Saging gets rid of all energy. It is going to clear it out for you. And then you want to burn sweetgrass or roses or something that feels good to you, sweet to you. Me, I would burn sweetgrass and roses, frankincense or copal, calendula. Does anyone else have any questions before I go on? Really help. And put your intention behind it. Absolutely put your intention behind it. Hi, Starlight. Okay, so I am going to move on. Make a poppet to represent your servitor in the physical realm in the first 3 days. While you're doing all this cleaning, you want to get the body of your servitor made. Okay? Creating a servitor or thought form is not done lightly. He or she becomes a living, breathing energy in the altar realm. It will need altar space and offerings for its energy to continue. It will need to be kept fed. Again, you can feed it herbs, candles, stones, wine. He has a special wine that I have made for him. Blood, again, it doesn't take much, just a little prick of your finger, and to put it on his sigil. Okay, it will need to be kept fed, praised, given attention, and energy. There will be a compact between you. Don't offer in this compact what you are not willing to give or what you can't physically give. You can make the poppet out of clay, corn husk, grass, wheat, sage, cotton, cloth. Anything natural works best. You can also use a doll baby. That creeps me out a little bit. So, I'm not looking at using a doll baby at all. You need to spend 30 minutes a day while you're making your Servitor, just pouring energy into it as you make it. Make sure you're healthy enough to give that energy each day. And that's where lesson 1 stops. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. That's where lesson 1 stops and lesson 2 begins. Oh, yeah, you can make poppets out of yarn. You can crochet poppets. Whatever is best for you. Whatever you feel is right for you. And for making this poppet where the spirit is going to dwell. Yep, corn husks are good. It's nice to see you, Lady Blind Wolf. So, does anyone else have any questions? And the reason I emphasize being healthy is because I was not doing well when I made mine, and it took energy that I actually needed and should not have been giving up. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Sonia. Are they on your Etsy? You're very welcome, and we'll do it the same time on Saturday next week. So it's 2 o'clock Central Time, and we will continue the series. The first part is pretty much prep and warning, because I want you guys to know how difficult it can be. It could go very swimmingly for you guys, very easy. All right, guys, if there aren't any more questions, I am going to end the live before it ends me. I'm hoping if I end it before it freezes up, it won't be running constantly on YouTube, because I can't make videos while it's running. I have to do a jewelry charging video today. Oh, you're welcome, Starlight. It's nice to meet you. Oh, you're welcome. Bye, you guys. I love you all. Blessings.